All right, we now cross over to Parliament, where the Senate's Public Accounts and Investment Committee has been meeting over accountability questions in Kakamega County. Our NTV reporter Kennedy Murithi has been in attendance. Murithi, we understand that the tone of the meeting was rather angry. What is annoying the senators so much?
Well, Trevor, just as you said, is that their tone was really angry, and one of the most important things that they were mandated by the Senate to do is to make sure that all the governors who have been given public money are accountable for what they were given. Now, one of the matters that has really irked them is the non-attendance of the Kakamega governor, that is Wycliffe Oparanya, who has never attended even a single sitting of this county public accounts and investments committee. I'll tell you, Trevor, is that they have really been meeting, and all the governors there, earlier on when they were looking into the 2013-2014 accounts, there are some governors who had actually said that they will not attend this committee. But as time moved, some of them actually decided to attend this committee, and there is only one out of the 47 who has decided not to attend these committees, and that is Governor Wycliffe Oparanya. So in their last days of senators and members of that committee, bearing in mind that we only have about 75 days to the elections, they want to make a statement. So today they had called a multi-agency meeting that was brought together IEBC, the DPP, that is the Director of Public Prosecutions, the Controller of Budget, and the Office of the Auditor General. And they wanted to find a way forward with regards to him being stopped from vying in the August elections. But today they did not make so much headway, as there were some grey areas which were pointed to them by the DPP with regards to the law. You'll remember that this committee, being an accountability committee, has the same powers as a high court. That is, they can summon, they can issue arrest warrants, which they have done in the past but have not been followed through. So today they're trying to find the way forward with regards to Governor Wycliffe Oparanya and some others whom it may recommend may not stand for elections come August. But what complicates this matter most, Trevor, is the fact that Governor Wycliffe Oparanya moved to court so that he is not compelled to attend this committee, and a decision is expected to be made on June 21st, whether he'll be compelled to attend before it or not. So as of now, he still sits pretty, and they want the IEBC. One of the factors that was, if I may take you back, Trevor, is that the Director of Public Prosecutions pointed a clause in the Constitution, that is 193(2)G, which says that this committee, or if any governor has been found culpable, they should not stand, they should not go for any elections, or should not go for any elective position. So what the DPP advised the committee is that they can go ahead and actually recommend to the IEBC, or via a report, that he should not be cleared to go for election. So it is a matter that they are exploring, that if they do write that report, then the IEBC should consider. So in tomorrow's meeting, which has been called to start at around 10 o'clock, they have asked the chairperson of the IEBC, that is Wafula Chebukati, to be part of the meeting, so that whatever report is made is binding. Whether Chebukati will be binding or will make a binding report with regards to the proposal by this committee is something to be waited upon, because you'll remember that in other cases whereby we've covered Chebukati, he's insisted that when it comes to a matter that is before court, he cannot give a conclusive report on it. So with this matter, we will see whether they will be able to clear Wycliffe Oparanya, or they will put up his case and wait until the 21st, when this matter will be decided upon. This committee, you'll remember, has been going through reports with regards to counties, but has not made a decision that is binding, or a report that can be relied upon. Some of these reports have been tabled before the Senate committee, that is the 2013-2014, when they finished their examination, but no concrete report has actually come out. So some of these governors have even been saying that this is a toothless committee, something that the DPP also almost fell short of insisting, because he actually used the word impotence when it comes to the committee. So it is a matter we want to wait and see whether they will follow through and actually take a decisive action with regards to Governor Wycliffe Oparanya, and we want to see whether IEBC will follow through and actually act on it, Trevor.
And Murithi, earlier on there was a bit of a standoff between Praxedis Tororie, who was representing IEBC, and Boni Halwale. What was that all about?
Now, this committee, Trevor, has powers under Article 125, to act as a high court. So Praxedis Tororie, who was the legal officer at IEBC, had come before this committee as a friend of the committee representing the CEO of IEBC. But there is a time the committee felt like she was not giving as much information as she should be. So with Senator Boni Halwale, they wanted to convert her from a witness. They wanted to convert her from a friend of the committee to a witness. And if such would have happened, then the committee would have called on the sergeant-at-arms to escort Madam Praxedis Tororie outside the buildings, so that the CEO comes in now under summons from the committee to answer this matter. But when that article was read to Madam Praxedis Tororie, she felt like Senator Boni Halwale was intimidating her with regards to the law, and that is why she came out guns blazing, actually to insist that she was not a junior lawyer and she wanted to be treated as so, and she did not want intimidation. But that matter, the committee did not follow through so much with it, and thus allowed her to continue as a friend of the committee with regards to a decisive decision on Kakamega and the governor, that is Wycliffe Oparanya.
So, Murithi, so what's going to happen tomorrow? What do we expect in the sitting tomorrow?
What we do expect tomorrow, Trevor, is the AG, the DPP, the IEBC, EACC, and the Controller of Budget. These 5 agencies have been asked to come to this committee so that they can exchange ideas instead of writing letters to seek clarification on what next, so that all of them, by the time they're getting out of that committee room, they will have the way forward with regards to Governor Wycliffe Oparanya. You'll remember that if all of them come together, it is going to be easier for decision making, and they want a binding decision to be made as soon as fast, because you'll remember that aspirants are expected to, from this Sunday, start tendering in their nomination papers to the IEBC. So if they continue dragging along, it might be long, and that is when Governor Wycliffe Oparanya will be cleared. So if these agencies come tomorrow and they give a conclusive answer with regards to this one governor, then it may serve as kielelezo, what they call in Kiswahili. It may serve as an example to all the other governors that may want to not come before this committee. Trevor.
Ken, that's Kennedy Murithi speaking to us from just outside Parliament, where there's a meeting between the Public Investments and Accounts Committee, that's from the Senate side, with the other stakeholders trying to make the heads and tails after Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya refused to honor their summons.